Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Vugar Kasimov Memorial 2021. Here we have the Madras Tiger Vishwanathan Anand, who recently played the role of an ambassador in the Tata Steel and the role of a commentator in the World Chess Championship, but is finally back in action and he in the first round is playing with the white pieces against Rob Mamedov, a grandmaster from Azerbaijan. He had a crushing defeat, or he rather delivered a crushing defeat to Rob, and we are gonna check out this game. So let's get started without any further ado. Don't forget to like the video if you like our content, and also do comment down below your favorite moment. And if you have any suggestions for our next videos, you can simply drop them in the comment section below. Subscribe to our channel also for more notifications and click the bell on the right side. So let's start the game. We have e4 from Vishy and ec5, the Sicilian defense, very common at the top level. Knight to f3 and pawn to d6 is played. d4 takes, this is called the open Sicilian. And we have knight to f6, knight c3 and g6, transposing this into the dragon variation where the bishop is developed on g7. Bishop to e3 is played, bishop g7, and this is all still theory. f3 and knight to c6. Queen d2, castles, and we have pawn to d5. After queen e1 is played, we see that white has a good fight here for the rook, which is because it is straight down the pawn, queen. But here we had a slight inaccuracy from Roth, and he played the move pawn to e5. Well, this is an inaccuracy because after knight captures on c6 and the pawn takes, this pawn is no longer there to play e6 and defend this pawn. Therefore, Vishy Anand immediately exploited this and played the move knight captures on c6. bc, ed, and now we know that why is this move an inaccuracy. Well, after bishop to c4, Vishy Anand's only goal is to put pressure down this knight, and there is no way the black queen can free itself from the spin without giving up a pawn. Bishop e6, king b1, and after f5 he simply played queen to d2. Now there is no way he could get out from the spin, and therefore forced to play e4. Vishy took on d5, takes, and after a series of captures, everything got exchanged, and in the end Vishy Anand emerged a pawn up. Well, this position is not exactly winning, but close to winning, and the only one who can press here is Vishy, and there is no way black can try to convert this position. So we had a pawn to f4, and the bishop moved to c5. Rook f to b8 was played, and we have pawn to b3. e6, e3, and this is the only hope which white black has in this pawn. But Vishy Anand's king is soon gonna come here in some way or the other and stop this pawn, and you also have to push it in a manner or a mannerized manner. We have bishop d6, rook d8 and pawn to c5, defending this rook so that the bishop could capture the pawn on f4. g5 was played, this pawn cannot be taken because this bishop was hanging, and therefore we had the move king to c2. Here, rook to d1 would have been a better move, trying to defend the bishop and threatening to immediately take the pawn on g5. But we had king to c2, and Vishy Anand wanted to just reshuffle his king to e2, so there is no chances of this pawn getting promoted. Rook a to c8 was played, and we had rook h d1. Idea is to defend this bishop and attack this pawn here. h5 was played, and now we have bishop to e7. Well, this pawn here wasn't taken on g5 directly because of the move e2. Well, now computer shows a line here with rook captures on g7, and if you try to be greedy and play move like rook g to d and rook e1, then the position is equal after rook d6. Because black has forcefully made you lose a bishop, right? So Vishy Anand, not in a hurry to take this pawn, plays the cool and calm move bishop to e7, defending this and defending this. Rook captures d5, rook captures g5, and we have pawn to e2. But this is now not so big a threat because the king can come to e2 and no bishop would be lost anywhere. So we have king d2, and now the idea is if you take this pawn, you lose the bishop, but there is no hurry to take the pawn, and we have bishop to g5. Bishop captures g5. Rook e6 was played, and we have the cool move and a beautiful move, bishop to h4, defending this defending square. Now in this position, let me tell you that Vishy Anand knows that somewhat or the other, this bishop is gonna hop in here and he has to give up this bishop for the pawn. Well, but if you see the pawn count on the board, we have 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6 pawns for white, whereas black has only 2 pawns because this pawn is gonna be lost soon. So Vishy Anand has already calculated this in his mind. Bishop to b2 is played, and we have rook captures a5. This pawn is also lost. Rook to e3, rook g5 check, rook to f5. And now the idea is once black plays bishop c3 and white sacrifices his bishop for this pawn, he's gonna win this pawn and emerge 5 pawns for the bishop. Bishop c3 is played, king here takes and takes, and now finally this pawn is lost. Well, if you see the pawn count on the board, white has literally 6 pawns on the board, while black has just one single lone pawn here. So it was in this position that Vishy played Roth played bishop b4. c5 was played, takes, and he had rook to e4. This rook is now forced to be exchanged. Well, there's no way it can't go without getting exchanged, so it took, and now it's just a matter of time before this game finishes. Let me take you through the moves quickly. We had a few moves here and there, and now you see Vishy Anand has pawns on both sides of the board. So if the bishop protects the pawns on one side, the pawns on the other side just go and queen up the position. Bishop e1 was played. He is trying his best to defend both sides of the board, but it's not gonna work out because some point or the other bishop is gonna be overloaded, and this king is gonna coordinate here to promote the pawn. Bishop f2 is played, and we have pawn to h4. King to c7 and pawn to g5 was the last move in the game, after which we had resignation from black, and black resigned this game, giving Vishy Anand the first victory after such a long time. I mean, he had played after such a long time, so it is great to see the Madras Tiger back in action. Hope you enjoyed this game. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel for more notifications and updates. Thank you for watching. Until then, meet you in the next video.